What's good? I'm Yahida. Today we're gonna get to know your senpais, all right? So you can see which one of us you relate to the most. If you relate to me the most, you probably got a lot of ass whoopings as a kid, and you're a pretty fun person, but you're a little wild. So you're the fun friend. Good for you. So we're gonna answer some questions today, just to get to know your senpais a little bit. Nyera, you want to start off reading the questions, ma'am? Teacher's pet?
No problem. So first question, what is everyone's favorite food? Mine is broccoli and beef. I ain't gonna go front. Broccoli and beef is bomb.
Does it have to be actual food?
What do you mean does it have to be an actual food?
Because we all know my choice of anything would be chocolate.
Oh.
Just what you like
Chocolate
to eat,
still
girl.
food?
Chocolate.
I thought she was gonna say veg.
I don't know.
Like,
ooh, what?
I was gonna say go coochie man. I was gonna say my favorite food was ass, but you know, she beat me to it. Let me stop. My favorite food has to be crab legs, seafood. I just love seafood.
Yes.
It's like,
Okay, all day, every day. I love seafood. It's delicious.
pizza in general. No matter how, well, I won't say no matter how it's made, but pretty much pizza.
We are not going to get into the discussion argument that we had about pizza ever again.
This is the pineapple thing.
No, not just the pineapple thing. I think we had a whole argument about pineapple pizza, how big New York pizzas are, all that. I was like, let's not do that tonight. Like we were about to fight over the phone. Like, let's not.
Yeah, I didn't bring a shovel with me like some of the other anime characters did. I didn't come prepared with a shovel.
All right, what about people's favorite snacks?
Pocky! The little pretzel sticks. And cheese.
Okay, well, let me say, well, you say my favorite food, chicken. Because if I had a choice of meat of any sort at any time, it would be chicken.
Yeah.
And then my favorite snack will be chocolate.
Even though she lives off chocolate, she subsides off of it.
I was gonna say something offensive. Okay.
Oh, the chocolate. Yes.
I love chips, man.
Chips.
Chips are just delicious. Any kind, the air pop ones, just not kale chips. Kale chips are gross.
Yeah.
They sound gross, honestly.
They are. It just tastes like kale.
Kale is a thing you throw into flavor stuff. You don't eat it.
I don't think kale has
flavor.
It does not. Kale is that little piece of green they put on top of like fancy foods at restaurants. Not really, but that's what it looks like. Kale is paper, green paper.
It is pretty much paper.
It's decoration. What are you guys talking about?
People are like, this is a health food. Let's eat it. No, kale can die.
Absolutely. Kyle, you didn't answer. What was your favorite food?
Pocky.
We're on snack
food. That's what you eat for dinner?
No,
my food was pizza.
Oh.
Yeah. And my snack was Pocky or Cheez-Its. Because I'm always addicted to those.
Just have flashbacks to Friday where I restocked all the Cheez-Its.
I don't eat snacks. So like I can't say that. I don't really have like a favorite snack. Because again, I don't really eat snacks. I like.
That's why mine is chocolate. As long as it's chocolate and I know I'll eat it, it's my snack.
If I had Miss Werther's caramels, I'd probably eat those like in a heartbeat. But give me some chips, man. But okay, what are y'all pets' peeves?
Chilling with your mouth open.
That's
I can't stand when anybody does that around me. I'm like, close your mouth. Dang it.
That's just. Ugh.
Gross. Nobody wants to see what you're eating.
Exactly.
Or they do see what you're eating, but nobody wants to see you.
No one wants to see you digest this stuff, bruh.
Right.
Where do I begin?
Can we leave you for last? Because I feel like it's a list.
I got no. I got this. Let me try to round this off. Okay. All right. Nyera, people who chew with their mouth open, people who can't mind their business. Okay. People who just sit here and complain about other people not having manners but don't know how to hold a door or say excuse me. The South. Okay. People in Florida because they can't drive. Okay. The old lady I almost had to fold because she thought because she was close to the expiration date she could say and do whatever. Family members who think that they can sit here and treat you like crap, all right, and then they're still considered family, all right. That one friend that for some reason just isn't an actual friend. Ooh, another pet peeve of mine. Let me not. That would be one. Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Wait, you said Kagome?
Kagome
is a pet
bro.
peeve?
Bringing her name up makes me mad, yo. Like, her name makes me mad. Seeing people cosplay as her or Sakura, that's a pet peeve. Like, why wouldn't you just be something even more useless, okay? You could cosplay as an aglet. That little plastic piece on your shoestring, that's more useful to me.
Yahida, this was from pet peeves to just things I hate.
No, they are all pet peeves of mine. Nothing short of it.
Pet peeves. Pet peeves of mine are people who don't pronounce things correctly, even though you've told them like 6 times. Like,
I feel it.
I can't. Come on, man.
Like, I feel that.
Purpose. Another pet peeve are people who leave clothes everywhere. Like, you leave your clothes on your bed, your floor, your chairs, everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, if you ain't just, I understand not folding clothes. I do. Just stuff them in your closet or stuff them in a drawer. Don't just leave them there. It makes you look like a slob. You're dirty.
You don't have to talk about me. It's fine.
That's exactly. I was like, yo, that sounds a lot like
and
Alexis, bro. That sounds like some Alexis stuff to do.
I'm getting better. I'm working on it.
I'm talking about my sister, not about you, Alexis. But glad to know you fall into that same category.
Wait.
I'm not a cleaner. Okay, I don't like it.
There's a difference between being cleaning stuff and straightening stuff. Just throwing your clothes in the closet and not leaving it on the floor. That's straightening.
No, bro, you heard her.
Sometimes you get lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lazy.
Also, people who call and ask me questions that you could have found the answer to by Googling it. Google is everyone's best friend. She's a lifesaver. You literally could have just Googled that answer. Why are you asking me? Don't do this. But that's it for me. Those are my real tick too. But the word pronunciation one like gets me. Mama. I love you.
I honestly, if anything, it would be most of anybody else's general pet peeves. I do hate the fact that like I had it in my head and I forgot. Like I had it, I was thinking about it, then I forgot what exactly it was I was thinking about. I might or may, I don't know. I might think of it later.
Okay, wait. You know what? Let me have your turn then. Another one, okay? Again, on my long list of pet peeves is when people call me and be like, yeah, I called you because nobody else would tell me the truth. And everybody else is just going to sugarcoat my feelings. So can you tell me the truth? I tell you the truth. And you're so mean. This is why nobody calls you. If you wanted somebody to lie to you, go talk to your grandma about Santa Claus. I'm not the one, homie. Don't call me then. Jesus. Then they forget that happened and call me like nothing ever happened
Right.
3 months later and be like, oh my God, you're like the realest friend I've ever had. You just tell everybody the truth and people who just can't handle it. You're the one who can't handle it. And when I say that, they're even more mad. Like, you didn't have to bring that up. Yes, I did. Stop doing it.
This is a whole
I got friends that do this on rotation. You know who you are.
Sorry, y'all.
Called out like,
Yell out. She singled y'all out.
she like, I just
I don't know who
called
it is.
all y'all out. Where the shade, where the list at.
They lucky I'm not calling them out by name. I'm that person. I'm that person, okay? I at you. When I'm on Facebook or whatever it is, I don't sit here and make those little anonymous statuses or anything like that. I'd be like, at Nyera, shut the hell up, God. I did not ask, okay? What? People be getting mad at
I don't be doing this. Hell, you
I use it as an example because you get on my nerves.
No respect.
What?
No
Okay, look.
at all.
My dad
I
fell
am Roger
asleep.
Dangerfield.
I got a baby.
She's adorable and tiny and just everywhere.
She's our mascot.
Cool, more.
Yes.
Her little shrinkage it just kills me because I thought she was too tiny to have shrinkage, but she's not. Go ahead, little diggy bear.
Honestly, it looks like she has a tiny little mohawk
Her
on top of her head, like it's just growing.
I know, right?
Because that's the longest. Like, it's funny because she had no hair up there when she was born, but that's the hair that's like the longest now, and everything on the sides grew in. But I put conditioner in it earlier, and it like all her curls next to each other will intertwine, and then it'll just shrink up. So it looks like she has like way less hair than what she has, but I love it. But her baby hair is on point. Naturally.
It should be. She is a baby.
Oh, another pet peeve. People that walk around cons with like their wig, like if they're wearing a wig, it's like half off their head, and I'm like,
Candace did that. Candace is that
no,
person.
but okay. When Candace, last time we went, Candace had braids in her hair, so I can understand it's hard to wrap that stuff up under a wig cap. Because trust me, I've done it, and it's not easy.
I was like, Candace, you should have combed that wig, baby, before you left the house. Why would you do that? And she looked at me, she's like, no, it's okay. I just keep taking it off and throwing it in my bag anyway. I was like,
you gotta bag it though. Treat you.
You gotta be nice to the wig, okay? Oh,
You know what? Women
another
who wear
pet peeve
high
of
heels
mine.
and I can't.
High heels.
Ridiculous high
Depends on the
heels.
height.
Like, bro, why are you
Depends
wearing?
on the heel, yeah.
What's the point of this?
the stripper heels. I love them.
No, too tall. It feels like you're gonna just topple over. But that might
I just learned how to walk in stilettos. Still not great at it, but I can at least walk in it.
I just walk slowly because I'm like, I'm already clumsy. I don't need to be further up in the sky for this.
Ooh, but stilettos.
2 more pet peeves, bro.
Right on.
2 more pet peeves. 1, if you have a wig, okay, if you're gonna get weave of any kind, make sure it looks good. Come on, like, why am I able to see your actual hair and then your wig starts right here? No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. You could have glued that. You looked at yourself before you left today. I know, because your winged eyeliner's crooked.
Talk about eyeliner, y'all. I'm not great at eyeliner. I try.
I'm not either. Okay, and I wear it almost on a daily if I leave the house.
I have. Trust me,
It's still a fight.
I have the pens. I have the stamps. Still doesn't help me.
Girl.
It's like, oh, you can stamp it on. I stamp it. It's like way up here or way down here, and I'm just like, no.
Leave me with my lipstick and my mascara. That's all I need, girl. Because I have eyeliner in my room. I don't know how to use it. I also have blush, and I don't use it. Just sits there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to address me.
Hey, look.
Don't act us, bro.
Also, people that walk slow in front of me. What the hell is your problem?
Ooh.
You were
Sometimes they don't know a person's in front of you. I mean, behind them.
No.
Nah, sometimes
Why?
they loud.
No. Why do people, and it's only been since I've been in Georgia, why do people like to go around you? Like, you're walking, I guess, at a normal pace, and the person behind you is like, walk faster, hurry up. And the same thing goes with driving. They go around you just for them to slow down. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like
it's bad when I push you out the way. Like, move, beep beep, come on.
Like, I'll never forget this one time I was coming home from school, and I was driving all normal, and there was one car behind me, and everybody else was like way back there. So I was just like, I'm taking my sweet ass time. I don't have to worry about.
I've gone through the same thing.
Yeah.
I just know there's so much space between me and the next car in front of me and behind me, and somebody just was at some point the person behind me got so upset, went sideways and went around. I'm just like, what was the point?
Yeah, they go sideways and then they go around. But then I hate the people that slow down. I'm like, I'm going at a normal pace. You slow down. I'm like, what if I didn't do it in time? What if I didn't stop in time? Would have had an accident. So I'm just like, and then people do the same thing walking. I'm like, why? There's no point to that. Period.
No, I'm telling you, just push them out the way. Okay?
Look, we cannot be ludicrous and mystical and tell them move, bitch, get out the way. That's called a song.
Yep.
They be playing with my emotions, yo. But yeah. Next question. Next question before I lose my mind.
Allergies. Does anyone have any? I have two.
Nope. I have none.
Sadly.
To Millens. You have three?
No.
Wait, what did you say?
I just said sadly. Continue.
I thought you said you had three. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
No.
I have seasonal allergies and I can't eat watermelon and cantaloupe. I can't really eat cantaloupe without my throat just starting to say, girl, you about to die. That's really it.
I have just recently, within the last year or two, become allergic to pineapples.
Oh no.
Like mildly. I don't think it'll kill me, but it's a terrible thing to be allergic to because you like to drink if it's there. And it's in everything. So now I have to actually read and know stuff. And I'm like, and it's always the stuff you would eat if you had the chance and you were just in a mood to do it. I'm just like, I just want some pineapples because we have some cups of fruit upstairs in our fridge. They have been there a while. And it's pineapple. And I'm like, if I was not allergic, I would have ate it.
I think I'm allergic to like 4 things that I'm not sure of, but they're not on this side of the United States, so I don't know how I'm allergic to them. But they did tell me I was allergic to eggs when I was like 16, which is weird because I could still eat them. They were just like, you can't have the flu shot or anything or a lot of medications because we put egg in them. And I was like, good to know, you bastards. I never knew that. And I'm also allergic to bullshit. Sensitive people. It's not a seasonal allergy. That's a fucking people allergy.
I can't.
What's an anime you guys would want to live in?
Ooh, I was gonna say Naruto, but also, I don't know, I like that world. It's just so freaking cool. Naruto and definitely, Utapri, because I can, especially, like, I want the main character girl to just go away and let me be there, so that way I can hang out with all these hot, sexy guys over there. So, yes.
Let's see. I would love to live in the My Hero universe, but at the same time, I would hate it because I would probably end up with a crap quirk or no quirk at all, and then I'd be just pissed, just internally angry. But I think I would also rather live in Bleach because I could just be a normal human and not see ghosts, and I'll be just fine. I'd be just like living my regular smegular life. But if I start seeing ghosts, that's when shit hits the fan. So as long as I'm just a regular person in Bleach, I'll be fine. But you know,
if you saw ghosts,
if I saw ghosts, that's when that's when shit hits the fan and things get crazy, because then I get to see hollows and all the super cool fights, and I was like, why do I live here? It's like, I hate it here.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you, because if I had to choose, because I don't really completely know, but just because I want to see the relationship and how it goes and be that little stalker on the outside, and I was like, I'm just here to see how it happens. My love story. I want to be there. I want to see how they progress, because I want to know.
I love that anime.
Every part of it.
Yes.
Yahida, where you want to live?
Because they be having some wild shit. Like on, I think it's called Dara or something like that. Like,
Yes.
I watched some dude get punched out of his clothes. Like, I cannot, okay? And then the worst part is, I don't even know, because you're in the anime, you won't know, like, who the main character is if it's not you or somebody you know closely. So, what if you run up on the wrong person and they're the MC and you're getting folded? Or the worst, what if you run up on the villain?
You
No!
can always sort of guess who the main character is if they're A, lonely, B, have unusual colored hair, or
And
C,
everybody else doesn't.
C, super duper smart. And like, why are you so smart? You're either the main character or you're associated with the main character. Let me avoid you at all costs.
Right.
But who also, it's either that or you're the side character, like you're the side people who get killed by the giant monster. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
Like, I just want to be like a bystander in the back who knows the people but will not go near it, because no.
I would want to be an extra.
I can't even.
I want to fight. I'd want to fight. Like, I'd also love to live in my hero. If I get a crappy quirk, I'll find a way. But
Y'all, I'm lazy, and I just know I don't want to be in anything action based, because I'm like, I might have to help out, and if I can avoid it, I'm gonna avoid it.
I mean,
I'd rather be slick.
drop pig boxes on. I'm not gonna front.
At least she's letting it known. Do not call her when shit goes down.
I mean, if you need me there, if you really want me, I got you. But
Nah, it's too
I'm
late.
also like a very last.
You gave me that you attitude. No ma'am.
If I could live in Kingdom Hearts, I would, only if I had a Keyblade, because Heartless are terrifying.
yeah,
Anime, not video game. You say.
I know.
I can't. You know what? I got it. Like I said, I can't, because the stuff that be happening to even the background characters, but like every background character in Blood Sea died, so I really don't like it. That's my top favorite anime. Like, no.
I would not want to live in Dragon Ball Z, and that is my favorite show of all time. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, your planets get blown up every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds. Cell literally ate the entire planet. Majin Buu killed everybody and 8 people. You know what? I'm just gonna stay.
You don't want to live in Naruto
I'm not
either.
saying I don't want to be
Where?
You don't want to live in Naruto's universe either. You know how many people just die? Like,
a lot of people get ganked, and yet Kai's like, I'd be like, I want to live there. I'm cool. No.
Kai is brave.
Like, no.
Look, no, if I'm going to that universe, I am there smashing Itachi and nothing else. Okay.
He's like, look, I
gotta be honest, Shisui's cute too. Okay, cute too.
You'd be like, look, Itachi, I'm here and I want to. She turns to the whole Boondocks episode. She'd be like,
I like you.
It's the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I prefer either.
My gosh, are you kidding me? He'd be like, well, you seem like quite the opponent. Are you here to fight? I'd be like tying up my hair. Oh no. I'm not here to fight.
you here to fight in them sheets.
There you go. Okay, look.
That's the kind of fight you thinking about, baby.
No. I would let him know. No, sweetie, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to repopulate your clan, just you and me. What's up?
And he'd be like, yo, wait a minute.
Whole clan, bro. I was like, hey, I could swallow some and the rest can go wherever, whatever order.
You're the board.
It's awkward. My kid laughed at that.
That baby was like, girl, what you talking?
She's like, hey, hold on.
What about
I
daddy?
got mom chipping.
No.
She's having a grand little time with this. She does not play with her toys. She plays with everything that's not a toy. It kills me. Everything that's not a toy. If it's not a toy, she wants to touch it. Why do I even spend money? Jesus. Yeah, but those anime universe be wild. Like, I feel bad for everybody who's just a normal person in One Punch Man. Okay?
Oh,
Their life sucks. Everybody.
Because I would have said something like that too, but I'm like, hold on, nah.
You have to think about it. You don't really
Too
want
much stuff be blowing up
No,
somewhere.
no.
Like,
Actually,
yeah, the monsters keep
or
randomly
anime.
appearing. I can't live in an anime, bro. I can't. And I can't
like my
live in a
quiet life.
I can't live in a hentai either because I be seeing what they be doing to these people.
Hentai is, the world of hentai, there are certain universes that they just seem to establish and be like, I'm so mad. Like,
What?
you guys treat women like garbage, and I
Yes.
want to find you and take a bat to your head. But also the sex scenes. So there's that. So hentai's no.
I can't, yo. Like I said, no. Next question, I can't.
Favorite ice cream? Black cherry ice cream. Go. There we go.
The
Birthday cake
red.
remix.
Ooh. I was gonna say the red velvet from Blue Bunny. It's a red velvet ice. It's like a vanilla ice cream, but it has chunks of red velvet cake in
I
it.
know you lost me.
The
Yeah,
birthday
my
cake remix
good
has something
chocolate.
similar. It's birthday cake ice cream with brownies and caramel,
Ooh.
and then whipped cream on the top. And then, you know, like, they don't have the birthday cake remix. They have something called rainbow at this little rolled up ice cream place. I love the rainbow. And I mostly get it because I like to see those Asian guys roll up my ice cream. Yeah, because, like, the way this one guy always asks me, like, and he's always the person to, like, bring up my order. And he's always like, where do you want the cream? And I'm like, with them tattoos and them buff arms.
Don't ask me these questions. But no, so not Thrifties, but there's this ice cream place next to where Dunkin' Donuts used to be. Where Dunkin' Donuts is next to our school, and there's an ice cream place there instead. They had this ice cream one time. It was French vanilla ice cream with raspberry swirl and cashews. And they called it was something involving baseball, I think, because there's also popcorn pieces, I think. I just remember having it one time, and it was delicious, and I never had it again. But I dream about that ice cream sometimes.
All y'all just make me feel boring. Well, I'm boring anyway, but still. Because, like I said, chocolate. My baseline will always be chocolate.
My baseline is actually vanilla. Vanilla is my other favorite. Just vanilla in general.
But baseline is actually anything with fruit in it. I like ice creams with fruit in it. Or just sherbet, really.
I mean, I have nothing against anything else, but if I had to choose, it would be chocolate.
Yeah, so I guess mine is strawberry is baseline.
I have a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Quick little spicy question. What's everybody in here's sexuality? Okay, I just want to know.
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Not straight.
Nyera's like, I just know that I'm not. Say it loud and proud. Lesbian.
I was like, no. Look, I call myself queer because it's kind of expensive. There are days where I prefer men more. There are days when I prefer women more. There's days where sex is gross. Or it's like,
I'm right there with Nyera.
Hey,
sometimes I'm grossed out by both, so I don't know.
Okay, y'all alone on that, okay? Because let me tell you something.
It's just not straight. Let's be there. it's not straight.
You ladies are alone. You two are alone on that, okay? Because some days that schmeat boy. Ooh. And let me let you know this. You over here saying sex is gross. Sex is not supposed to be a beautiful thing. Like I said, there's fluids everywhere. You don't know what it is. You don't even know what fluid you're covered in, but you're like, you know what? Whatever. At this point, I'm like almost to the goal, so I don't care. Right? Like, exactly. And then I hate that people be like, oh no, it has. I mean, I watch a lot of like dirty videos online, so it has to be something like that. Never use that for reference. Okay. Never use that for reference. That is not how it is. It like those girls be smiling and stuff like that. No, you're over here wondering if this person's staring at your like flab roll while you're like crunched up in this position and your like feet are behind your ears. You're like, I don't know what fluid is going down my leg, but Jesus. And you sit here and you think, I didn't know I could bend like this. And then every female ever is always just sitting there like, don't fart, don't fart, don't fart, don't fart. Like, yo, I will put wind on your balls, bro. Stop folding me. So you guys, I'm letting y'all know right now, okay? Because I know that you guys are saying like like sex seems gross. I get that. For people who have not done like those things with men or other women or whoever, I get that it seems like that. But let me let you know that is the most fun you'll ever have.
It also seems exhausting. Like, look.
Yes!
I'm too fat for this. This is too much movement.
There's no such thing. There is no such thing. Like I said, I would lick every crevice, bro. Every crevice. I'd be in it. Excuse me, ma'am. You turned off the cartoons?
Yahida, you keep going into black, and I don't know why.
Oh, no, that's my hair.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. I was like, what's happening?
No, it's literally my hair. Okay. But you'll learn. You'll learn. And Alexis, you should know better. The funny, yeah. Ma'am.
She's like, I'm calling you out. What's up?
I'm not calling anybody out, okay? Yeah. I don't put anything on the table that wasn't already on the table. I'm just saying. Kai, you wanna answer our spicy question of the day?
Great, but partial fluid. That's the best way I can describe it.
Perfectly fine.
Because there's like, I love my boyfriend to death. Wouldn't go with anybody else. But there's just sometimes, like, okay, my girl crush is Rihanna. Period. I don't care what. I loved her since like high school. There's just sometimes I'm like, what if I would have went with Rihanna that one time, though? But
my girl crush is a white woman. It's Kat Dennings. I love her. She's beautiful. Her boobs are humongous, and she is just super funny. So yeah. I guess I have a preference for white women. I don't know.
That's different.
We all have our preferences.
What is your answer, Alexis?
For what part?
For the spicy question of the day, what is your sexuality?
Oh yeah, like I said, I don't know. I have no idea. Because I'm grossed out by both, but at the same time, I probably would try with whatever, because why not? So who knows?
Undetermined.
All right. Away from the spicy questions to a little bit more mild. So, favorite artist.
Spicy question.
We asked her spicy questions. You have more spicy questions? Can't let it get too hot early.
I said I didn't answer my spicy question.
Ladies and gentlemen, let Yahida speak onto what her sexuality is, the spiciest of all questions.
How do I put this into words? If it's sexy, over 18 and consenting, I want the smoke, okay? I want all the smoke. All the smoke, okay? I want that schmeat. I want the vag. I want a woman. I want titties and a penis at the same time on the same person, whatever it is. Whatever way you want to sit here and Picasso your body, what up? You know? I don't think there's a word for that. I don't know what it's called, but I'm with it. I'm with the gimmicks, bro. Like I said that to Bruno earlier. I was like, hey, get me lit. What's up? What you want to do? And he's like, Jesus, I just woke up. Let me eat breakfast. And so I opened my legs on the bed. Let me turn on this light real quick. Ma'am, you know what? Can we take a quick break? I'm about to go yell at this man.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in just a few moments.
Voice acting is hard. I should know. I'm a beginner and I'm still learning. But don't you love those voice actors that are just super passionate about every project they're a part of?
Well, you got my vote.
Thanks. I'm Kyeja Forbes Clemens, a small-voiced adult ready to be a part of every voice acting opportunity that I possibly can. From your sweet little granny here, ready for kisses and nub-nubs. How do you turn off this thing? To your happy high school cheerleader, ready to take on the gold. To the tiny child, ready to get on with it already. Interested? Send me an email at kyfclemens@yahoo.com or follow my Instagram at Silver Rhapsody Cosplay. I'm a cosplayer too. Check out my link tree in the description box below to find out more. See you soon!
Welcome back, y'all. Back from a quick break. If Trump doesn't stop emailing me on my phone. I'm kidding. We're Lord Trump, Texas. But you know what? We're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about us.
No, because I'll go to jail.
More about your senpais. So our next question is, what is your favorite artist? So it could be fan art, paintings, music, whatever you consider an artist. Hell, it could be a YouTuber. So who's your favorite artist, y'all?
Okay. So music-wise, I love pretty much anybody I listen to, but lately it's been Dua Lipa. Favorite YouTuber is definitely Game Grumps. That's their little poster right up here. That's my favorite channel in the world. Painter-wise, Ecoraptor, who is also part of Game Grumps. So, yeah.
Mine is music-wise. I talked about last episode, Missy Elliott. I will fight anyone who says anything differently. You know, who says she's trash, we will box, and I will win. If I were to say my favorite YouTuber as an artist, it actually was this group of guys, the Super Best Friends. They are no longer together. They've split ways. But I still go back and watch some of their playthroughs because they were just super good. They were super funny. Their humor was crude and funny and very French Canadian. But my favorite artist in like the art world, Mark Rothko, because I love his pieces. They're just simple, like most of them are just kind of simple colors, but his purple piece is absolutely one of my favorites. And Edward Hopper, I love anything that man does. So yeah, those are my favorites.
My favorite, as far as art, like drawing, The Machinist is my favorite. He's the dude who does the art for Ghost Town. Love him. All right, amazing. He needs his own museum. My favorite YouTuber. Hold on, I gotta put respect on his name. What up? It's Dashy. Like,
welcome to another video.
Love him, okay? Because one thing I really, really, really have weakness for is Spanish men, yo. Like, I don't know what it is. They could talk me out of my underwear, man. I love Spanish men. I don't know what it is. And I was like, man, I like him. I don't know why. Like, part of me's like, he's cute. And Bruno really looked at me. He's like, he's Dominican. No wonder. And I was like, Dashy, yes. Okay. Music artists, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know.
I mean, look, I can't choose a specific one person because I listen to too much stuff on a consistent random basis. I can't say I have my favorite like artist, Frida Kahlo. I will never change my mind about that because I love everything about her. Do I know what all of her paintings look like? No, but it's just Frida Kahlo as a person. I'm just like everything. Well, my favorite YouTube artist that I can think of that I will get excited about, Hextian. I love like it's going back into the doll repainting stuff. I'm like, I love everything he puts out because he's the one who did the Scar, the humanoid Scar doll, and the Bratz ones, and I'm just like, yep, all of it. I need more.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I don't remember the name of the artist who did these works, but there are these pictures. It was at my elementary school. It was always of Latino or just brown women, and they would always be having baskets full of these white flowers. And I just remember loving those so much, but I can't recall who the heck the artist is. But yeah, that's another artist. If I can only remember who they were.
I did mess up on mine though, because I also love the Try Guys, and I love Pero Like, yo.
Pero Like is beautiful.
They relate to the inner Yahida.
Gadiel is the best. I love him.
Ooh, Gadiel is so fine, boy. Ooh. Him and Julissa. Julissa, first of all, I love the name Julissa. Like, I really want to name more of that.
I miss her.
I miss her too. But she's doing bigger and better things, and I'm happy for her. Gadiel, though, come on. Like, how is he not married? I love him. I would meet him all day, every day, not even get sick of him. I love him. He brings that energy, that fun. I love it.
All right. So if you guys could live anywhere, where would it be?
Japan. I'm a nerd.
Yep.
Japan, probably.
Not Japan. Any place. I'm a wee. I would love to live in Japan, but it's not the place I want to live.
You see why I hate her? Do you see why I hate her, Kai? Do you see this shit?
No, I just want to live on the beach. Like, have a house on the coast, on the beach. That's it. If it's in Japan, that's even better. But I don't care really where it is.
I've never put too much thought as to where I would like to, like a place I would like to live. I'm just like, no, if it would be anywhere, probably Japan. But it's the same. If I think about it, that's what it is. If I think about it, it's also because I think I could deal with how their society runs in the first place really well. Maybe I should have been here from the beginning.
The only thing I have a problem with is I know Japan they need to enforce better laws for women who get stalked because they don't have that is a big problem that I'm like always seeing on like little news over there, which is just terrible. But I got a solution to that. Just start capping them, bro. I got it on me. What's up? Like, what's good? You want some of this? You want the smoke? You over here thinking that you about to get a ha little schoolgirl? No, sir. All right. I'm strapped.
Yeah. Japan's definitely my first. I was saying Japan's definitely my first, but England is a close second, just because my mom's been there hundreds of times.
It's too rainy. I was like,
nope. I don't mind the rain though, because the sun it's too bright. But I like cloudy days because it's like either like a good day to just nap, and you don't have to worry about too much. I guess just slipping and sliding everywhere. That's pretty much it.
You know what? Now that I think about it, there are two places I would like to live: Louisiana or Ireland. I know those are two very different things, but that's it. Louisiana, because the food is great. Ireland, I just like Ireland, man. I like that whole area. They all we're part of England. Do we like England? No, they suck. But you know what? We're still technically British. So
no, because it's just more people who speak English with funny accents. No, if I want to say listen to that, I just go deeper in the South.
Well, a Scottish person and Welsh people will box you, Yahida, and I don't know until you win. These niggas are nuts.
Look, let me let you know this, okay? First of all, you said the magic word. Second, I'm gonna let you know right now. Like I said, I got a bullet for every occasion. What's good? I'm not playing these games with these people. Look, it's 2020. All right. I fight one-on-one with certain people, but if you a little bit too out of my like height, weight, balance league, okay, or you a little bit too far away, I'm getting your kneecap. Depending on what you do. All right. Just saying.
All right. If money was no object, what would you do all day? Lay on a beach and eat. What do you think? What? Am I wrong?
That's a good question.
Hey, wait, nah. Preach me all day. Yep. I would, if money was no object, all I would do with my life is build schools in third world countries, sit here and take food from one place to another place. I would buy all of the food that the grocery stores are not using, or I would buy from the farmers all of those foods that aren't pretty, because if they're not pretty, they don't sell them. I would take all of that food. I would go feed as many people as I can. I would open up a whole bunch of shelters and stores all around the United States, and then eventually all around the world. I would make sure that I am always able to help people, and I would help like abused people, homeless people. I help them get their stuff together. People who have felonies, I would help them find good jobs where like they're not judged and looked down upon and stuff like that. Unless you have a felony for some wild stuff, okay? Because some people be wilding. So depending on what your felony is, because if it's for assault, no.
Madam Trash, Yahida is an angel. And
I'm not an angel. Don't lie. Don't lie to the people. No.
Yahida is a philanthropist. I am a selfish, lazy fuck.
I go around helping all the people I can in this world. That way we can all start off on actual equal terms. I would do my best to spread actual equality. And then when I get actual equality, I'm gonna start punching racists in the face. What's good? So, I don't know. Normal people stuff. Kai, tell me what you do.
Definitely cosplay.
I feel it, because I thought about it, but I was also just like, I'm also lazy, so I don't know.
But cosplay and honestly just helping my family, because sometimes your family just needs it. So, yeah.
The only problem is if money was no object,
Yeah, because it's one of those things.
I'd have 20 kids. Watch, like 4 would come out of my actual body, and the rest of them, I'd probably just be like, I don't know, at a hospital or feeding the hungry, and then somebody be like, this child lost like both of their parents, and we can't find any family for them. That poor kid is just gonna grow up without a home. I could take another kid. Why not? And I go home, and then I got my other kids looking at me like, yo, you got a village in here. Stop. Me, I'm that person. This is why, like, I do not like going on walks or anything, because if I see a helpless animal, it's gonna be in my home. I don't.
Like, what's your favorite animal?
Bunnies. Bunnies. Period.
Pandas and sloths. I relate too much. I lived a life. I'm all for being lazy and eating all day if I can get there.
As soon as she said it, I was like, absolutely, that's totally.
But the sad part is I'm probably more of a cat myself, but I'm like, no, I'm in denial, okay? And I will stay in denial. Surface level.
I like
now you're you heartless bitch. What animal?
Dogs and cheetahs.
Cheetahs are cool.
Cheetahs are just super cool cats, and I love them, and they're super fast, and they also like purr, and they don't meow or anything like that. They make these little chirping sounds, and it's adorable. And dogs, because dogs, man, dogs are perfect and wonderful animals. But like big and medium-sized dogs, not small dogs. I can't do small dogs. They're just so So annoying. Cute.
It's okay because my favorite type of dog is a husky, but I already know they have too much energy for me, even though I want one.
I like the
Great
Samoyed doggy.
Oh, I guess I don't know. My favorite animal, I love sloths, but I love malamutes because they're like giant wolves.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you've ever seen one, but malamutes are huge. Okay, they are like the size of a car. They're massive. But see, this is why I want them. Okay, because you break into my house, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm about to rob this girl. She probably just got like a little beware dog size. It's probably a little cute chihuahua. No, they're eating you.
You should see an
Anatolian bro
shepherd. They are huge dogs that they're from Russia. They bred them initially to take down bears. They are huge. They are fluffy and they are adorable.
Yeah, they're fluffy too. Like Malamutes, they look like huskies. They're like bigger huskies, and they look more like wolves.
Which
and oh my gosh, you know what? I just want to train them. I want to train them because whenever I want all of them to come to me because I wanted 3. I want to just be like squad, and I want them all to just run up. Yeah, so come at my place if you want, bro. My 20 kids would be in there hanging out with Malamutes. Got a fucking farm going on.
Absolutely. All right, what's the most
Antica pigs? I don't know, they're cute.
What's the most unusual thing you've eaten? Escargot. I hated it.
Ew.
I would never.
Also,
and I'm pretty open-minded, but I would never.
I wanted to try snails, and I regret that decision. And now I know the taste of snails. And you know what? Won't go try it out again. Frog legs are pretty good. Snail,
I've had them before. I think they taste like chicken to me. So
I just tried rutabaga. It's close to a potato, but not quite. But
it looks kind of like a weird sweet potato, don't it?
Yeah, it's same kind of texture, but like when you cut it, it looks more like a potato.
Yeah.
But it's good. I liked it. We made fries out of it. It was lit.
Yeah, what's the most weird shit you've eaten?
I don't know. I don't think I really eat weird stuff because as long as it's fully cooked and properly seasoned, I'll eat it.
I'm not about to
so booty. Yeah, booty. I've had the escargot. I've had frog legs. I've also had oxtail, goat, cow brain, and alligator.
I debate if I want to try alligator, but I'm also just like, I don't know, man.
Hey, they're aggressive and they can kill you, but they make some bomb nuggets, like some pretty bomb chicken nuggets. I mean, alligator.
I had
nuggets.
deer once. It was alright.
I haven't had deer yet.
Yeah.
I had a sausage before. I could care less.
I don't know.
Have bad things to be in.
Chicken feet. I've had a little bit of cow foot. I've had pigtail.
You're right back. Keep talking.
Okay. Now let me mind you. Okay. My mom is American and she's African American. So that lady used to wild out when she would find out stuff that I'm eating. I remember one time I was eating, I want to say sushi. It was super tame. It was just regular sushi. And she's like, how dare you? Do you know that they're cooking cat and you're eating the cats? I was like, it's properly seasoned, Athena. I don't care. Next question that I wrote down was a hero or villain? Which one are you doing?
Ooh.
Anti-hero. I want to be Deadpool.
Vigilante.
Yes.
I was thinking the exact same thing, but then I was like, that villain, let's blow shit up.
I'm the same way. People are ungrateful. They can go die for all I care. I can't be a hero.
Yeah. Vigilante.
Villains just seem more fun in general.
I could be a villain-ish.
Yeah, and then
I'd be like, I think I'd have to care enough to be full-on villain, but I definitely would not be a hero.
Yeah, heroes are kind of lame.
Heroes are lame, and then they seem tired after all that. It's like, if you're tired after all that stuff you do, you may as well be a villain.
Because how I see it, I just think of Spider-Man. Because, you know, all of New York gives him so much crap. I'm just like, all right, I'll leave y'all alone. Go die somewhere. Don't call for me when you need it.
Jerk.
Which is why I'm saying vigilante. Like, let me just go handle the stuff on the street. You know, if someone gotta die, someone gotta die. I ain't gotta worry about innocence because, you know, I ain't going after them. But, you know, if I see someone doing some things, you know, they might not turn up tomorrow.
I feel that. You know what? Yeah. Nah, villain all the way. Villain. And I'm gonna be that type of villain that, like, sometimes I'm a villain, sometimes I'm just chilling and minding my own business, and the hero comes to me and they're like, I like Batman gonna come in my house and he's gonna be like, hey, I need your help. Take off them pants, Bat Boy. You know what you gotta do.
All I'm hearing is Deadpool, and I'm everything.
All I know is that it seems that Yahida's payment for all things is sex. Dick,
what?
Ass, all that.
That is not true. I could not sleep with Superman. I'm pretty sure his like sperm would shoot through my head like a bullet.
Can't do it. Superman, his would literally like just push it in. It's like fire apart. How the Lois Lane do it? Lois Lane must look like a disaster down there.
Probably.
Probably look like.
You know, I think
Hurricane Katrina went through her.
Look, I promise you, I think Lois and Superman is like one of those Watchmen situations. You got Dr. Manhattan. He gave her cancer. Ooh. He gave the lady cancer because she was sleeping with him because they were together. And I'm like,
I mean, he did have a radioactive, basically. Yeah.
His whole body.
I mean, you know what? Like I said, I couldn't because like a lot of their superpowers, like Spider-Man, I can't because, you know, he shoots webs. So my brain works like a 10-year-old. Well, my brain works like a 15-year-old brain when it comes to like dirty things. So I'm just imagining his sperm is all like webs and they're like stick to my walls or something, and I don't know how to get that out. You know,
like when you said that, visuals just like, oh God, if that is a thing, I hope it does that. Like grow spiders itself. Like,
no, but
come on, you already have like condoms that slip off inside women. Can you imagine pulling out webs? I already hate spiders, bro. I could not. I would be in tears.
But power-wise, Spidey is my favorite. Mainly because I love all the different iterations. Like there's one spider, I can never remember which spider is which, but there's this one girl spider where she can make like an electric web suit on top of her suit with her webs, and you know she can punch you with like electric attacks, and I was like,
is that Cindy Moon?
I thought it was Silk.
Oh,
I can't remember which one.
That's who Silk is. Her real name's Cindy.
Oh, didn't know.
Well, you know what? No, the only reason why like I'm thinking yes to like Spider-Man type people is because of Miles Morales, yo, Puerto Rican and hello, Puerto Rican and black and from Brooklyn. Yes, sir. That is right up my alley. Hello.
Yeah, baby sister now.
So, if it ain't Spanish, I gotta look at it.
I was watching All Death, and they were talking about how the Hulk can't have sex, and I was like,
that makes sense.
That makes
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't touch him. I would not touch him.
Nope.
I would not touch him because I know
he has kids.
Me.
There's the kids he had from like the Old Man Logan comics where he had to sleep with his cousin, which was gross. But then he like slept with a bunch of aliens in like the regular thing, and he has kids with them. He has like 5 kids.
But that makes more sense. Like the whole alien one makes a lot more sense.
A lot of these heroes don't have kids by choice. Like, I still can't get over what happened to Batman. Like, I felt so bad for dude. Like, he got like drugged. All right, that Al Ghul needs to be in prison. That's all I'm gonna say because I can't talk about it on like.
I mean, like it sucks and everything, but I love me some Damian Wayne. So hey,
that little nutcase.
He's a little shit.
Yes, he is.
He is, but he is Bruce Wayne's child, and I'm here for
like catch your hand and then probably kill you.
But you know how terrible that is? Like, I felt so bad for him. She was like, he's your son. That man was like, ma'am, I know.
Ever stick it in
not-
you? He's like, well.
And then she's like, no, you remember that time I spiked your drink? I was like, jail? Excuse me? Hello? Somebody arrest her like that?
That's called rape, you.
Okay. And I think that's terrible that she's like, yeah, this baby that I forced myself to have, that's yours. You have to take care of it. I got to go buy. Like, oh, ma'am.
That man
How
has
dare
like
you?
9 kids and only one of them are biologically his. He's like, I adopted all these children. Why?
That sounds like a Yahida problem, bro. That sounds like my life in 10 years. Like, Amora is going to be like, yeah, look at all my siblings. And then you're going to have that one idiot that's just like, why do none of y'all look alike? Mind your business. I didn't ask you. Okay? I did not ask.
Like, your opinion was not warranted.
Next question.
So, what is your biggest fear?
Pain.
What, girl? If you don't put a little pleasure on that, you got it.
It's a stupid fear, but I will go through anything else. I'm not afraid of death. I could care less. It's gonna happen eventually. I just don't want to be in pain if it happens. I'd rather be quick. Quick and painless.
It's just like falling from great. I don't like heights in general, but it's not the height. It's falling from that height that freaks me out more. I can deal with going up high, but if I have to fall, the idea of falling terrifies me.
I don't blame you.
Kai, what's your fear?
Spiders. Just
It's
bugs
like that.
in general.
Completely.
Snakes.
Completely.
All bugs.
Let me clarify real quick, okay? I don't have
Let's do it,
fear
Taz.
of spiders for nothing. All right. I have a grandparent, because most of us do, and they have this. I don't know. Their house is weird. It's like a house stacked on top of a house. So they have a full kitchen, 3 full like bedrooms, and 2 living rooms downstairs, and they have the same thing upstairs. So they don't go downstairs because they don't need to. So they're like, whenever family stays over, you pick one of the rooms downstairs and you use the bathrooms that are down there. I was like, okay, cool. I go into this bathroom there. It looks old as hell. Like, you look like you're stepping into the 1920s going in this bathroom. It is terribly pink and it just looks terrible. And so like, I was like, oh my God, I gotta poop. So I'm sitting down. I'm sorry, no, I was like, I gotta pee. I sat down on the toilet. My brother's like in the living room, but I could hear him because he's like putting his stuff away, I guess. And I'm peeing, and you could hear the pee change. I seen the spider. Okay, the spider was above me, and he had a whole web that went across that like whole little part. Oh, it went just like this. I was looking down, and I was like, man, this is an old bathroom. So it's started to move. Like, it noticed me, noticing it, noticed me, noticed it. And it was like, ah! And I was like, oh! And like, I'm freaking out. My brother's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, ah, it's a spider! And without thinking, I jumped up, okay? I put the entire roll of tissue in between my legs. I opened the door, and I was like, get it! And my brother's like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't even think about how insane I looked. I was having a heart attack, okay? Because it started to climb down the wall.
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
I'm out of this house.
It's like my brain was like, hell no. Like,
No.
oh, spiders are at the top of.
No.
Like bugs, reptiles, and pain, like my tops. So I'm just like, I
want to say it was about 7 years
Heights,
ago.
insects, and terrible sex. 3 things I'm afraid of.
Like 7 years ago, I had this nightmare, and I still can't get over it. I was in my old apartment, and all of a sudden, I just see a water bug cockroach thing on the floor. And of course, those are horrible because they're just disgusting, evil creatures, and I hate them. So I scream, and this is a dream, but I scream, and then more come out of the bedroom that it came out of. And I'm like, I'm just slowly backing away, screaming like, what's happening? What's happening? Girl, when I tell you somehow this transformed into a giant wave of cockroaches, and The last thing I remember before waking up was it descending on me.
No.
I woke up. Oh no, I didn't go back to sleep for that whole night. I was like, this is.
Girl, I promise you.
Looking around.
Look, growing up, we hit a point when we were in South Carolina. Me and my sisters, and maybe even my brother too, we stopped visiting one of our great grandmas because her house was always had roaches in it. I'll be like, we just be minding our own business in the living room, and you'll just see some somewhere around you, and I'm like, I can't do this. No. It's not good for my mental health or my heart. It's not gonna happen.
It's not good for your physical health.
It's not good for me at all. But I've had 2 spiders since we've been here at this house come down out of my vent above my bed in the dark.
Oh no.
About to land on me. I'm like, it's not gonna work. I can't.
No.
And I have the second one happened when I had finally started getting over the first time. And I'm just like, I can't do this. Look, it hasn't happened recently, so that's good.
I had a situation similar to Yahida, but not as quite
traumatic.
I had a roach situation that was crazy traumatic. No, I don't never want to go through that again.
No, like, okay, I was sitting around doing homework, right? And I just had a day where my internet was down, so I was doing all the paper homework I had to do. I heard the tiniest little drop on my bed, like, just a little thunk. And so I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know, a marble or something got on my bed. I look, there's one of them giant, I don't even know what they're called. I call them leg things because it's one of those bugs with multiple legs on them. I was like, oh.
It was actually probably a real centipede. I'm like, nope.
And it was the fact it was so quiet. I was just like, what kind of thing makes a noise? And then I saw the bug. I was like, oh. And my mom was like, what did you see? I was like, it's one of them leg things. No.
Where's the gun? Where's
even
the shotty? I gotta blow up the bed.
Describes things is cute. Like, kind of the cutest way to describe a bug. I'd be cursing my ass off. Like, the little all the little things. Like, my grandfather hates talking to me. He's like, Yahida, coño, like, stop. And I'm like, did you see that? No, go kill it. And he's like,
I hate when family and stuff, they're all like, stop screaming at the bug. I'm like, the bug bothered me.
My grandfather's from Puerto Rico. Like, my grandfather's from Puerto Rico, so he'll be like, when I was little, I didn't ask when you were little, go kill it. Like, right. And like, it's terrible because my brother and my uncle, because I have an uncle that's younger than me. My grandfather's pervert. So I have an uncle that's younger than me. Him and my brother were screaming bloody murder one day. It was a bug, and they went to my grandfather's room, and they're teenagers at this point. They went to my grandfather's room and made him kill it. And him and my step grandma were complaining about them for like 3 hours in Spanish, and it was so funny. But let me let you know this: I have a friend who has tarantulas, and he was, as pets. I was like, why are we friends? And he was just like, I thought because you're like emo and cool that you would love this. I was like, let me let you know this. No. Okay? I was like, all spiders and bugs make the same sound to me. He was like, sound? I was like, he was like, you're like,
all I want to hear from them is
bugs. Dead.
And he was like, wait, but he goes, you do know that tarantulas and spiders, they don't want to be bothered. You're bothering them. I was like, let me let you know this. Okay?
The fuck
I don't care. All right. I don't care. They in my face. I'm terrified. I want all the smoke. Okay. I don't even want the smoke. I just want them to die. Like, I do not do bugs. And New York, I didn't deal with bugs. Like, you have mosquitoes in New York, but that's it. So when I came down here,
talking about.
Y'all got things that fly. That
looks
like way too big to fly.
And mosquitoes that mutated to where it's like the size of my hand. I was
like, the South has
insects I've never
yellow jackets. There's a difference between them, but they're both pure evil. Why?
No, ma'am.
Georgia, why?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry. Look, hold on.
They also have flying cockroaches. They call them water bugs. No, it's a flying cockroach. That's what it looks like.
If it look like a roach, it's a roach. I don't care
Thank
what kind of bug
you.
it might technically be. Use a roach and you need to die.
And it flies? No, you got
I
no.
know down here it flies.
Yo, what's the most
Everything
unusual thing you grabbed to kill a bug? Because mine was my mama's glass coffee pot, and I broke it.
Wait, you said
Nothing,
what?
actually.
She had a glass coffee pot, and it was a water bug, cockroach, whatever. It was on my counter, and I couldn't find the skillet that we generally use, so I just grabbed the coffee pot and I slammed it. It died, but I broke her coffee pot.
I don't know. The weirdest thing I freaked out one time because there was like a bug near my brother, and my brother's squeamish. Okay, well, you know, I've brothers, but they're all squeamish around like insects. So my brother freaked out, and he was like, "Oh, what is that? What is that?" And I was like, "Ah!" And I was like,
Yahida, you didn't hit it with your hand.
with my hand.
That's the one thing I would never do. And I'm just like, I don't care how
I
need to
panicked.
die,
I panicked, bro. And let me tell you, I bleached my hand. I had hand.
Nigga, I was like, okay, so I need someone to get the biggest knife and cut my hand off. It just, I can't keep it. I can't
It'd be
keep
like
it no
the whole
more.
hand has to go. It's gotta go.
Hold on.
You gotta cut up to your elbow. It's gotta go. The rest of it's been infected.
I can't cut off my right hand. That's my meat beat mania hand. I refuse. I am not
If you're being honest, if any part of the bug touched me, that whole body part has to go. Like, and
definitely had a bug run over my foot, and I was like, so I have to chop off my entire leg now.
No, I
You
feel
would
that
think that
like
would
terrify
you.
I was like, I know how my mom likes to get rid of me when everybody was living on campus, generally speaking. So, you know, Oreo and them, all of them had a room. I was over there. I was getting ready to get in the shower. Or something, or change my clothes to go to sleep. I was getting ready to do something. I put my leg in my pajama pants, and all I felt was something poking me. I put my hand in, and I pulled my hand out, and a roach flew out, and I was just like,
no. I could top you.
I hyperventilated for like 30 minutes on their couch. And the sad part is I couldn't run out of the bathroom like I wanted to because my pants were off. So I had to put pants back on just to run out and freak out.
They'd be looking at some jiggly Yahida cheeks that day. You would
I'd be like, I was this close.
I'm running out the room back to my floor, no pants. Peace.
No, wait, let me tell y'all this bug story. So back in high school, I used to do plays and stuff, right? And so, you know, after we were done, you know, you wait for your parents to come pick you up or whatever. So I had a tiny phone back then, no bigger than this. And I would always have my phone on vibrate, right? And keep it in my pocket. So that day, it was also the same day as the play, so I went home to go change and then to come back. And I felt vibrating in my pocket, and I was like, my phone's in my hand. What the hell is vibrating? I lifted my shirt, and there was a bee. This big, and it was black, and and if you guys been to my house, most of you have been to my house. It went from the kitchen to the dining room. It went yeet all the way around the house because I was like, oh God! And it just that was the one time I touched the bug with my hand. I was like, nope, get it out of me.
I got one for you, but it didn't happen to me.
I slapped it so hard. It was still alive. My mom found it, but she put it in a bag, and it lasted like 3 days, and then we eventually just let it out outside. But
it's evil.
I slapped a bee.
I slapped a bee.
I had somebody I used to be friends with. We were walking to Bruno's house back when me and Bruno were just friends, and we were walking to the house, and he has like all these trees behind his house, so it was like a ton of bees, and this bee like rolled up to Bruno and the dude that I used to be friends with. And he was like, no. And he dropped his backpack. He goes, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of these bees. I was like, bro, chill. I don't know what's wrong with you, but like the bee it's just flying around. Let's just go inside or let's just sit down and chill. He's like, no, no. And he starts punching the air. And Bruno's like, I think you got one. And they look down and there was really a bee like on the floor. And I was like, did you just punch a bee in midair? Like, hold on. First of all,
he's
all
like,
right,
he's Floyd Mayweather the bee.
you think I'm playing? He was like, and he was swinging for a good minute. So I think like he missed maybe the first 1,000 times and then finally got him. And Bruno was like, I was like, hold on. Did y'all just squad jump a bee?
Yes.
Bruno looked at me because we were friends at this time. He looked at me. He goes, you need this kind of energy to be friends with me. And so I kept that to heart, yo. The next time we were walking, when we went to walk to the store together, Bruno tripped over this trash can, and me and that same person we used to be friends with proceeded to jump the trash can. Okay, I gotta keep that energy. Like, I live by that now. Like, whenever Bruno trips over something, I fight it. Like, let's get it. Okay. I'm busting the door.
I got one, and it didn't happen to me. It happened to my younger cousin. So back in California, we lived in this apartment, and we were playing in the plaza, and my sister's friends. Hold on. But we were playing in like the little plaza area because it was 2 apartment complexes put together. So we were playing in the center area. All of a sudden, I hear my cousin scream. And I hear another girl scream who she was playing with. She was like, she's got a bug on her back. She's like, what's happening? My cousin turns around. She has 2 slugs on the back of her head.
Oh, no.
We don't know how it got there. They're like on her shoulder blades. We're like, what the heck is happening? She's crying and screaming. We're all screaming. And we're like, what's happening? And my mom comes running out the house like, why are you screaming? She's like, because she has slugs on her back.
Friends. I'd be like,
It's no.
I would have been like, just stay still.
Weirdest, it's funniest moment ever.
Off with.
I can say this. My stepmom, she's Dominican, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she bought this thing back from Dominican Republic it was a gift for my brother. My brother was like 3 at the time, so I don't really think that's a gift. 1, 2. It was a spider that they have in the Dominican Republic, and it was like the size of my hand, and it was dead, and they preserved it inside this little glass case.
Nope.
And they had like a mini Dominican flag on it, and that was a gift for my brother. I was like, first of all, you gift a child a dead spider, you're already a bad person. Second, hell no, that thing is bigger than my hand, no. And then my stepmom, she looked at me, she was Yahida, listen, in my country, I was like, oh my God, I hate these in my country things, go ahead. Because it's always some terrifying thing in their country every time one of my family members talk. And she was like, in my country, we have to sleep with nets over our beds in the summer because we get really, really giant spiders and huge bugs. I was like,
Nope.
I was like, where did you say you were from again? She's like, Yahida, you know I'm from Dominican Republic. I was like, never going there. Noted.
Guess where I'm
Like I feel the same way about Australia.
Say less.
Like I want to go, but I already heard they have huge bugs. It's not it for me.
Nope.
It is not it.
Those massive spiders. You know,
You ever seen those
me
giant
tell you
crabs
something.
in Australia?
I thought that was Japan. I know they have.
Well, you know, spider crabs are a real thing anyway. And
I
they're
was just about to
creepy.
say that.
But I still
Some
eat
dude
it.
tried me like that. He was like, shrimp are the roaches of the sea and crab are the spiders of the sea. I was like, how dare you? Because my favorite food is crab legs. How dare you? He's like, so you're technically eating spider legs. I slapped the fuck out of him.
I would too.
He's not spoken to me
That's
since,
fact.
and I do not care. I don't want to refriend you. How dare you? That was, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That should happen when I was like, I had to be 13. I'm 23, and it has stuck with me. Every time I like eat crab legs, I hesitate for a second because I'm like, these are some giant spider legs, bro. Every time I think about it, I wish I could smack that dude all over again. Like I was pissed.
Okay, y'all, let's talk about what is your proudest accomplishment?
Definitely this podcast. I know it's sappy, but this podcast. I've had many people tell me you have a voice for it, you need to go for it, and do the best as you can. And look at us, episode 3 already. I'm so
What?
happy. So happy. So this podcast was my biggest accomplishment.
You're so cute. Look at you.
I told you I'm sappy.
Alexis, sexy Lexi. What's your accomplishment?
Honestly, I'm not sure. The only thing I know I can think about is the fact that I made my own pillows for my bed.
You gonna make me
So they
one?
match my carpet and my curtains that I have in my room. And I made 3 pillows. I made 2 stars and a crescent moon that looks like a neck pillow, but hey, it's a crescent moon, and I'm happy because that was a goal.
Do you use it as a neck pillow?
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what I said. I'm like, hey,
Nyera, your
hey,
accomplishment?
it's still a crescent moon.
Mine is a bit petty, but so when I first started at our college, I was in organic chemistry 1, and I was a chemistry major. So we had our first test, and when we got our test back, I did not pass. I failed. And the professor said, if you failed this test, I would suggest you guys drop this class. And if this is your major, I would suggest you change your major.
Wow.
I broke down in tears. And I called my sister, and she basically had to cheer me up and just like, girl, then you need to study your ass off the next time and prove it's wrong. And that's exactly what I did. I studied so hard for that next test. I did all the little extra practice work. I went to tutoring. I studied to pass that test out of spite. And then I took the test. I got 120 on the test.
Yes.
The extra credit, and I got a perfect score plus the extra 20% for the extra credit. I had the highest score in the class. The only other person was the one dude who doesn't come to class but comes for the test, and he got 100. But I did better than him. And she's like, congratulations, you did a really good job. You very much improved. And I was like, thank you, doctor. And it's one of my proudest accomplishments because I did it out of spite. I was like,
that's so sweet.
And I passed that class with a B. But yes,
you.
Weirdest, proudest accomplishments I have is just I passed her next test with a perfect score out of petty spite because I was not going to drop my course and I was not going to change my major. Who you think is this?
Nyera, I hate you, bro. Because I got kicked out of my English class. He dropped me from his class because yes. He was like, mind you, I only picked his name because it was close to the spelling of Bruno's name. So his name was Bruce Bruno. I was like, oh, I don't know any of these teachers. Nobody had any reviews for him on like the little professor, rate my professor. So I was like, why not? And he was like, excuse me, Yahida. First of all, you addressed me wrong. I was like,
I hate when professors do that.
Yeah, he was like, my name is Dr. Bruce. I was like, what are you, the doctor of words? You are an English teacher. It's Mr. Bruce. I spelled it right. And he was like, no, ma'am, it is Doctor. I was like, Mr. Bruce. And he dropped me from his class. I kept I would do it every time.
In the first place.
Yeah, when we would do like little live recordings with the teacher, because we did like 3 of them. Every time I'd be like, hey, Mr. Bruce. So he was like, I'm not gonna answer that because I told you how to address me. I was like, Mr. Bruce, you didn't have to be rude. And he was like, so I'm dropping you from my class. And one girl, she hit me up. She was like, hey, I haven't seen you in class in a minute. I was like, he dropped me from his class, bro. Yeah. And she was like, why? She was, you two used to go at it. I was like, yeah, because Mr. Bruce was trying me.
Well, he got butthurt because he couldn't take it.
I hate when professors do that. I'm like,
Dr.
so
Bruce,
sometimes I'll be like, Miss or Mr.
surgery?
And I know it's doctor. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, nigga, don't have a connection there.
fuck? But you were like, oh, I'm gonna prove the teacher wrong, da da da. And after I corrected him that first time, he came at me sideways every time after that. He was like, you right on a 5th grade level. I was like,
If you're like, you can also get this work at a 5th grade level. So just
he can get these hands, okay? He can get. I was like, hold on. I was like, Mr. Bruce, you wildin'. I was like, that's not how you had to say that. And he was like I said, it is Dr. I was like, Mr. Bruce, okay? I was like, first of all, no, you are not a surgeon. You are not a doctor. If you went to 12 years of school just to be called doctor for an English major, you need to reevaluate your life.
It'd be like, if it was almost any other major, it wouldn't have been a problem.
He told the dean, he told the dean on me, and like the dean was like, I don't know what issue you're having with this teacher. But he said that you were too much of a problem. You were a problematic student. Those were their words. And they were like, so we had to drop you from the class. I was like, okay. And then one of my other friends wound up taking his English class. I was like, let me go to class with you. And my friend was like, no. I was like, I just want to see Mr. Bruce face to face. That's all.
Don't do it.
Yeah, like I was petty, yo. I was petty to my teachers in high school. I'm petty to my teachers in college. Like, do not try me, all right? I'm not here just trying to be a jerk or anything like that. But I really, in the beginning, I just had a small question for him because I was like, hey, Mr. Bruce, I don't see like the work that you told us like was supposed to be on the little thing. And I was like, and you said that participation matters, but you don't want us to post in this little thing. So, I was just trying to get clarity. Right. I do all my schoolwork. I'm not about to pay to fail, bro. No. And that's when he started. He was like, first of all, I'm going to correct you. Like, that's how he started it. It was like, first of all, I'm going to correct you right there. My name is Dr. Bruce. That is how you will address me. I was like, you're not a surgeon. You're not in medical school. You didn't go to no 12, 14 years of school. You're not $200,000 in debt. You're probably like $60,000 in debt. So your name is Mr. Bruce.
Like science or psychology, you can have that title. I don't care.
Right.
Thank you. Science, and being a doctor, that medical is science. So you are a literature teacher. Calm your ass down. Do you even have any books out? What are you doing? Are you even an author? What are you?
Hey guys, Kai Senpai here. Unfortunately, with the last part of our podcast today, it got cut off visually and by audio. So, this is me with a personal see you next time. If you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe to us here on YouTube. We also have Facebook and Instagram at SipTeawithSenpais and are also posting on the audio version on Podbean. Check out the links in the description below to follow your senpais individually and to find other ways to contact us. Have a question or comment? Leave a message below in our comment section. Thanks again, and see you soon!